Sure.
All right, welcome everybody to Quick Fix Golf. Here's another session tonight that we're going to bring you that's really exciting, a big interest to a lot of our members, which is the golf ball itself. And we have Steve Coulton. Welcome, Steve. How are you, buddy? Hello.
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, listen, and you are, of course, the co-founder of OnCore Golf Ball, of which I should say you sent me a sleeve of balls, and I hit them, and I really like the ball a lot. And I've tried a couple other balls, and one of our big questions is why is it all of a sudden these ball companies springing up? Both there's Vice, there's Snell, there's you. Who else is there? There's one other one. Is up and now Costco had come up with this golf ball. What is it that's going on in the golf ball business that you guys are all getting into it?
Well, our main point is technology, and that's our main differentiator. If you look at those companies you mentioned, their tagline or modus operandi is as good as and cheaper. Ours is better, and it won't break your bank either. So there's a major point of differentiation between what those other companies are doing and what we're doing. We're not just coming up with a ball that we think is equal to and costs less. We're coming out with golf balls that we think are better, and we have the best engineers behind our team, and we can demonstrate that with real numbers, real physics, real science. And I believe you had a pretty amazing experience with the Elixir and felt the same.
Yeah, I had tested the Dean Snell ball. It's Dean Snell in it, I guess. I tested his ball, and it had a little more of a tingier sound.
Yep.
And I'm used to playing the Callaway Chrome Soft, which is a very soft ball. So yours felt better to me, but then I've noticed also on some of the ball flights, it seemed to bore a little better. It seemed to perform better, and I just all around liked it. I mean, I had a good, and especially putting, which is what I really worry about, is how the ball comes off the club face on the putter, and it felt great. It really did. Felt good. So how about let's go over some of the technology
we're
you're doing.
About it, and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So the ball's construction is very similar, to the leading tour ball out there. It is a three-piece ball, the Elixir, with a cast urethane cover. The main point of differentiation there is in the mantle layer, where we've added a metal particle to add density and weight to the perimeter of the ball. OnCore Golf started out with a hollow metal core technology, and we've since evolved that. We basically blew up the metal core, if you will, because we needed a softer and longer ball for the elite players, for the tour ball that we were planning on launching. So we were able to do that with these metal particles, and it creates a flywheel effect where if you think about a merry-go-round, for example, when you start to spin the merry-go-round, it's harder to spin it initially, but once you get it going, it kind of creates momentum on itself. That's the same with the ball, and that's a good thing, because you want lower spin off the driver, and you're seeing that with the weight in the mantle, you're seeing faster velocity, lower spin, but mid-flight is when the backspin picks up, and you create that launch and that carry and that sense need, and because of the technology. So it literally, when you play it, you're expecting it to come, to fall out of the sky, and it just keeps going. It's amazing. So hopefully your users will have an opportunity. We have a ball fitting on our website. If they get fitted for the Elixir, we will send them a sleeve, and for $3.99 they can test the ball. The $3.99 covers the it only covers part of the shipping, so it's a loss for us, but we're happy to subsidize the trial so that people can hit it and see for themselves.
Oh, that's a good idea. What does compression have to do with the golf ball?
You know, that's interesting because obviously you have companies like Bridgestone who say it matters a lot, and then you have companies like Titleist that say compression doesn't matter. I'd say we side a lot with Bridgestone in terms of we think compression's important. It's not everything in a golf ball, and it's gonna really vary based on the particular golfer and their skill level. I think there's no denying that low compression balls are really all the rage right now. People are really just looking for something that's soft, that fits their game, is you know, good in all weather conditions, whether it's cold or hot. And you're seeing with the new technologies, our Avant ball is a 65 compression ball. And I asked the engineers, I said, how come someone like myself, who I would normally think I'd need a higher compression ball, how come I'm playing so well with the Avant ball? I swing over 110 miles an hour. And they said because the polymers in the ball have advanced, that high swing speed players are no longer handicapped by lower compression balls. So you can get that soft feel and you can still get the distance you need, whether you're a slow swing speed player or a high swing speed player with a low compression ball, and that just wasn't always the case in the past.
So all these older guys going for the 50 compression Wilson ball, for instance, or whatever, it's not necessarily having all the benefit they think it's having.
You know, I wouldn't say that. I'd say more the change is really with the high swing speed players seeing benefits from the.
I get you. They can use it, and they're not. Yeah, they're getting more benefit than they
previously. Previously, it was really kind of a smaller niche market for the slower swing speeds, but now it's kind of broadened where everyone can take advantage of a soft, low compression ball.
Now, how much do you know about this Costco ball that evidently is 4-piece? And I think some of the Callaway balls were 4-piece. Why is 4-piece? I know you went with 3. I mean, is 3 better than 4? Is 4 better than 3? And if so, why?
We feel less is more in that case. Costco, obviously, you know, they had success with, you know, selling a tour quality ball basically at their cost, you know, and they can do that. They're a $70 billion company, you know, so they make Titleist look relatively small with respect to you know, market share. But you know, it's a great ball, but again, it kind of falls into that category as, you know, it's as good as what's out there for less money, and they're interested in selling memberships. They're not really interested in the technology. You know, they borrowed someone else's golf ball technology and put their logo on it. We're developing all our own technology, and just again comes back to that point where we've got people in the aeronautics and automotive industries that got involved with some of the best engineers in the golf ball industry who built some of the best balls, and all of that DNA, that you know, the combination of the cross-pollination amongst industries is what creates our unique technologies. And yeah, we're sticking by that you're going to get better performance at a better cost with our balls. May not be the cheapest ball out there, but it's going to be the best performing.
All right, I'm trying to pull your balls up here. Here we go. That didn't sound right, did it? Anyway, your golf balls up here.
I've heard worse.
I think Jim's back here dying with
yeah.
We like to have a funny show. Okay, hold on a minute.
You come across a lot of
no thanks. Here we go.
A lot of interesting conversations when you're in the ball business, for sure.
The Avant is $40. What's the difference between the Avant and the Elixir? Or Elixir? How do you say it?
The Avant is the Avant is $20 a dozen.
I see. Yeah.
What you're seeing is that's the Elixir is 40, and just so you know, if you join the OnCore family, if you join our loyalty program, you're going to save significantly off that price, and it's free to join.
What's that all about?
But those you get points for joining, which you can use against your purchases. You accrue points, kind of like your credit card points or your airline miles.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you shop with us, the more points you accrue. And when you get 100 points, that's the equivalent of $10 off your order, and you get 50 points just for joining, and then you get a number of points if you share certain things on social media. So you can quickly accrue anywhere from $5 to $10 off your order just by joining the loyalty program, and it continues to grow as we continue the relationship with the customers in the loyalty program. And we really want to evolve that out into in-person experiences at tournaments we're involved in with professionals that we have signed up, so you can really meet the company, meet the founders, meet the players involved, and really evolve that as we progress and grow as a business.
So the loyalty program, I've got it pulled up right here. How much does it cost to get in?
It's free to join.
Free to join. All right, great. So they can join up with that.
Yep. Yeah. So, yep.
That's a good idea. I like that. I like
Yep.
that idea. Then let me see if I can get the balls back. I apologize again. I know the so you got this bundle, 3 dozen for only $40, and you're playing that ball.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're.
Well, why are you not playing the Elixir?
You're getting. Well, I started out playing the Avant, and when the Elixir came out a few months ago, I've had a few rounds under my belt with it, and I'll probably lean towards the Elixir, but the Avant's it's an amazing ball, soft, low compression. You can't beat the distance on it. It spins. The only real advantage you're going to get with the Elixir is the urethane cover on that ball is going to stick around the greens a little bit more. So it depends on the player in terms of what they're looking to spend, what they need out of a golf ball. Obviously, the good part about what we do with the ball fitting is we try to direct the customer, the golfer, to the right golf ball, and then we offer the trial sleeve so that they can try it, and obviously if they wanted to try a different ball, we do that as well. So very, very customer-centric company. We do everything we can to make sure that the shopping experience with us is first class, and we get, if you read the reviews on the golf balls, if they're all published on our website. If you go into the product pages, whether it's the Avant or the Elixir pages, you'll see hundreds of reviews, and they're pretty much all 5-star, which we're very proud of.
Now, what about the Caliber ball?
Caliber was really designed for beginner golfers. It's got our hollow metal core technology. It's a little firmer off the tee, about 20 to 30% more accurate than traditional balls. It's a great starter ball.
Why is it more accurate?
So the concept behind the hollow metal technology is similar to what I was talking about with the Elixir. Perimeter weighting. You've got a hollow sphere in the ball. All your weight's on the outside of the ball. Another analogy to think about is something called rifle spin. Every ball has a small component of it. It's a gyroscopic spin. The Caliber has about 2 times the amount of rifle spin of traditional solid core golf balls. So that's what's helping with the accuracy. And you're getting that rifle spin, which stabilizes it in the air, and same spin a bullet has on it. And if you throw a football, when it has that spin, it's going to be on target, and it's going to fly through the air on a nice trajectory. If you don't have it, it can wobble, or you can lose it in the wind, etc.
Hmm. Yeah, I always tell all our students and stuff to not buy a ball that says straight on the box, because I think that's just a code word for a shallower dimple. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And I tell you, you want the ball to spin. And go ahead.
Yeah, you're right in that in terms of with traditional solid core architectures. I think that's spot on. I think obviously our golf ball with the hollow metal core is a little bit different. The accuracy help is not dependent upon the dimple pattern. It's on the hollow sphere in the center. So, but when you talk about spin, there's three kinds of spin on a ball. There's the back spin, side spin, and the rifle spin component. So typically you're trying to get less spin off the driver, more spin on the wedge, and we accomplish that pretty much across all of our golf balls, whether it's the Avant, the Caliber, or the Elixir. We just got some moment of inertia testing back, which is kind of a fancy word for the resistance of an object to side spin. And the Elixir was actually one of the highest golf balls with respect to MOI out there. So we've got really interesting technology in each of our golf balls, and we're hearing that feedback from our customers, and we're continuing to innovate in terms of everything we've got in the pipeline. We've got patents for various stiff core technologies, various advanced material components that have never been used in golf balls before, all of which have been filed. Some are pending, some have been issued, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of people in the industry that weren't expecting that out of us.
Well, I tried the ball, I can tell you. And I mean, I like to consider myself a straight shooter. I'll tell somebody what I think. And, my opinion might not be worth a hoot anyway, to tell you the truth. But, I call it as I see it. And I really liked the ball.
Right.
I liked it very much. I tried the Dean Snell ball, and it had a tingy sound to it that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But it was an excellent ball. I mean, it was a good golf ball, too. I was very surprised. Because we're all of a sudden seeing these balls come up out of nowhere that, there's always been just a traditional market of the same people making balls every year. And that has surprised me quite a bit. And here, I want to say off-brand. It's not an off-brand. It's just, it's a new ball company coming out. And here the quality of the ball is really very, very good. It is, it isn't El Cheapo $9.99 a box or something kind of a golf ball. It's a really good golf ball. So I congratulate you.
No, we really appreciate that, and your testimonial, customers' testimonials. Those are they mean everything, right? Because we can tell you all you want how great our golf balls are, but ultimately it's kind of the proof is in the pudding, and it's the golfers that that go out there and play it and rate it that are going to determine our success. We were pleased to be nominated by Golf Digest on the hot list. We've got international distributors all over the world, South Africa, South America, Ireland, and that's growing by the day. We've doubled our sales over last year, and recently we're approached by a premium $12 billion company with 92 stores across the Northeast, and they issued us some purchase orders that exceeded all of last year's sales. So there's some really good momentum in the company, and we're really trying to do the impossible, which is break into a golf ball industry that not many people have been successful in the past. And it's a journey, and we want people to join in on the journey. We want myself and my co-founder Brett Blakely. We want everyone to be kind of a part of Team OnCore and share their stories. Golfers love to talk about, you know, their games, and obviously you've been involved in the sport and been helping people achieve their dreams. And it's a family sport. It's a sport you play with friends, and you create memories for a lifetime. And we're just a small part in that big spectrum and the game we call golf.
Now, how do they get this sample 3-pack? Let's close up with that, so they know they
Sure.
can go try this ball. Where do I go?
You just go, you just go to OnCoreGolf.com, ONCORE golf.com, and click on our ball fitting.
Oh, ball fitting. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna go back, and I apologize again. But no, here we go. Ball fitting. So and
then you take the ball fitting, and you'll, depending on which ball it recommends for you, you'll have an offer for $3.99, and we will ship you that sleeve.
Free sleeve giveaway.
And it's not a recurring charge or anything like that. Yeah, it's a one-time, one-time charge, and if you like the ball, we hope you come back and purchase it either at one of our, we're in over 200 pro shops. We have a store locator on our site, so hopefully you'll go to one of our stores or come back to our online pro shop and purchase the balls, and have a better experience with OnCore. Come back for an OnCore.
There you go. Jim, did you have anything else that you wanted to, that's it? Well, I tell you what, Steve, it was really good of you to do this and spend the time so we can sort of educate all our folks on what's out there, and I'm sure you're going to get some sleeve requests. I've already had 2 or 3 guys mention it to me already that are some of our guys. So, and I will pass the word around. I really liked it myself. So, so I'll be calling you later and buy some balls myself.
Well, we'll be happy to supply them. We are almost virtually sold out of the Elixir, but we've got more product coming. Good, problem to have, but it's a good problem to have. And the feedback has been just outstanding on the ball. So happy to, we're continuing to do, the sleeve giveaway until we run out, but we've got more product coming in less than 2 weeks, and yeah, we're grateful for you having us on. Appreciate the audience and the time of day, and look forward to coming on again. Thanks, Bobby.
You got it, Stevie. Appreciate it, pal.
All right.
See you.
Take care. Cheers.
Cheers.